All right, folks, so we just finished hiking about 2.5K, give or take, coming out of the woods and out of Beamer Conservation, Beamer Valley, Beamer...
It was Beamer Falls area. I can't remember the specific name.
Beamer something. Anyways, so yeah, lots of road walking coming out of that. And we just got off of Wolverton Road and finally made it onto regular trail. And we signed the digital guest book. After which we got an immediate text message to say, hey, if you've enjoyed, why don't you consider donating? I was like, thank you for that. Anywho, so we are donning our trekking poles again, and away we go. Oh, came across an old Studabaker on that one house, an old AMC on another house, some long-haired bovine. Did I say long-haired? Long-horned. That's it. It's been a day. Anywho, but looks like we are coming up to some nice views now that we are approaching the edge of the escarpment again. It looks like there's one little path here. Beautiful building down there. And if I go over here, I think Toronto, oh no, back to where I was. There we go. So there's Toronto. You can see the CN Tower from here. And to the far left, you can actually see the escarpment continuing on. And just a wee bit of a drop. So I'm going to let Rob have a go here. What a day. Quite windy out, a little chilly. Not bad though. So just came across something what looked like it was going to be kind of cool. So we're getting into some rocky areas. And not that I necessarily think that this was anything. Just looked cool. So just a little depression of sorts, and I don't know, could have been something at some point. Remnants of a fire. Decent place to make camp. Hidden by the wind a little bit, or protected by the wind, from the wind I should say. Can't talk. Not all that deep. Continues on though. Folks, it's kind of difficult to see without going back here a little bit, but so we have been walking along the top and edge of the escarpment ever since we got off of Wolverton Road and had some sneak peeks of Lake Ontario. And according to Rob in the map, we should be like, this is basically like the edge of Grimsby, and we're going to be continuing on, and you can kind of see how it continues to wrap around. But now we will be descending off the top of the escarpment because, well, that's what the trail tells us to do. So there's the marker down there, actually a couple of them. And I'm sure inevitably we will be reascending the escarpment at some point. But for now we will be heading down. A little shot at the midway point of sorts. is this is quite pretty. And just to give you an idea as to how far I've come down, so Rob is probably oh, I'd say a good 12, 14 feet ahead of or above me. Maybe more. And we're going to continue on going down. And you can see the rock face of the escarpment up top. A little bit of overhang. Now, unfortunately, I had battery saving mode turned on my phone. So last I checked, when we got off the road, we were at just over 7 kilometers in. According to Rob's phone, we were just over 5. So unfortunately, I think my tracking is a little off right now. But according to Rob, we have tracked just over 6 at this point. So not quite halfway through our day today. Take another stop for a bit of a panoramic view when we get to the plateau here. Trekking pole is picking up quite a few leaves here on the left. There we go. There. Quite the ways. Alright, going to take you guys along for a little bit here. Special defects. Again, it's just so cool how at some point that was up there. Plus all these other, like here, another huge piece of rock. Potential water source, if it wasn't all dried up. Need some tires?
No, I'm okay for now. Thank you, though.
Oh.
A whole lot of tires back there.
Yeah. And some other stuff. Mostly tires, though. Oh, more.
Yeah.
The ones that rolled instead of just fell.
Yeah.
So just down the trail from the creaky wood. Water source here. And back up. So far the terrain hasn't been all that bad after Wolverton. Just gotta watch out for the usual tree roots and rocks and stuff.